All right, Apple says it's 9:30. Thank you for rising, everyone. We'll start with a moment of prayer followed by the pledge. Thank you. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
thank you, everyone. At the end of each meeting, the public is invited to express their views on matters that they feel should be brought to the attention of the board. Each member of the public who wishes to speak will have a total of 3 minutes to speak. Speakers shall have a 1 3-minute period to speak. Speakers may not give their time to other speakers. The board will not be required to participate in any discussion during the public comment period. Any person making offensive, insulting, threatening, insolent, slanderous, or obscene marks, or who becomes more boisterous, who makes threats against any person or against public order and security during the meeting shall be barred from further comment and removed from the meeting at the discretion of the board and possibly barred from further attendance at meetings. Board of Commissioners reserves the right to amend this policy at any time. Thank you. Public comment. Is there any public comment on agenda items only? Teresa?
I have a question about 7B and B. And what is the continuum of care? What is continuum of care grant rapid rehousing? So what is continuum care, and then what's meant by rapid rehousing as well?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, the continuum of care grant was one that we applied for and received. And those sub-recipients are Family Promise of the Poconos, Pocono to the United Way. For those amounts there, I think it's 267 or 265,000 roughly dollars. And that is for rapid rehousing for people that meet the criteria for that. Okay.
So what kind of care? There's different kinds of care. So what does,
Well, the one is services and rental assistance, and the other is supportive services through the Pocono United Way.
so that's finding places for people to live.
For Family Promise, they do case management, okay, of people, and they also, according to this, give rental assistance where they would help somebody pay their rent to get started. It's programs within Family Promise.
So is that specifically for Monroe County residents, or is that new people coming into the area that are?
Those are for Monroe County residents and people of Monroe County, yes. You don't necessarily have to be a defined resident.
Somebody who pays rent or taxes?
Well,
You don't have an address.
if you don't have an address, you know. It's somebody that could be homeless and whether for whatever reason it might be, and they tried to get them into housing. And they have certain criteria that they have to fit for that.
So if it's somebody coming from another country that's recently here, if that could be for them as well.
I don't know necessarily the rules and regulations of Family Promise, but I would think that if they meet the criteria of whatever Family Promise has, that they would receive that money.
Specific guidelines that are even dictated to Family Promise.
Under family, well, that's
for the
only
house.
one of what I'm asking. Okay, so I'll look into family promise then.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anything else? Excellent. My favorite part of the meeting, Deb Storman. Corrections to the duplicate.
None. Zero. Woo-hoo!
See, now everybody knows why it's my favorite part.
At least today.
Yeah.
Amend motion, old business, amend motion 2025-4 dated 1/2/25, rescinding the adoption of the 2025 position and grid listing attached to the 1/2 personnel agenda. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Is there a second? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Approve the minutes of the 1/2/25 Commissioners meeting. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Proclamations and certificates. There are none. New business, personnel. We have the personnel agenda and approve and ratify requests to work additional hours in the Sheriff's Department. Is there a motion for A and B, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Electronic transfers. We have vouchers payable in A, gross payroll in B, and healthcare benefits in C. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Travel authorizations, approve and ratify the travel request of the Conservation District. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Area Agency on Aging. Reappoint the following to the AmeriCorps Seniors RSVP Advisory Council for a new term to expire 12/31 of 27. Norma Levine, Candia Palmer, and Justin Ortiz. And under B, we acknowledge the completion of the terms from the AmeriCorps Senior RSVP Advisory Council for Carrie Weatherby, Emily Daly, and Charles Kahn. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
I'd like to thank both Carrie Weatherby, Emily Dunn, and Charlie Kahn. I served on that board for a number of years, and their dedication to it is admirable. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. Children and Youth Services. Approve the amendment of the Adoption Assistant Agreement Motion 2024-326 dated 10/16/24 to reflect a corrected date of birth for MV. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Commissioners report. Approve the budget adjustment report of 1/15/25 for a total of $153,564. $146,455 is coming out of capital reserve to cover the improvements on the parking deck. We have $991 for emergency management, for electricity. MDJ Court 434002 is $330. Public liability is $1,620 to transfer funds to cover outstanding deductibles. Sewage treatment facility to pay December invoices is $2,110. In various courts, we have telephone expense for the courts of $386, to the district attorney at $22, information services of $785, probation of $250, and juvenile probation of $225. And again, in various wireless bills, we have the corrections at $130, maintenance at $235, and voter registration at $25, for a total of $153,564. B, we have approved the following contract service provider agreements. To Janet Katina for PFA Defense Advocate, and Deborah L. Huffman, Esquire, PFA Plaintiff Advocate. We have C, approve reports to County Liquid Fuels Fund of 2024. We have the fund balance of $282,521.20 with total expenditures of $87,658.75. Act 44 has a fund balance of $179,902.42 with zero expenditures. And Act 89 is $391,446.27. With zero expenditures in that. Approved payment of superheat for the amount of $3,822.72 for emergency repairs to the boiler at MCCF. Ratify change order GC 026 with Lobar Construction for a total of $2,612.44 for hearing room door number 2085. Approve the current IRS mileage reimbursement rate for the county travel to be 70 cents, effective 1/1/25. And add the following vendors to the county list of approved vendors: ITS for information technology. We have adgators.com LLC. In fiscal, we have the Pocono Center for the Arts Corporation, and also Area Agency on Aging, Stephanie T. Walsh. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Fiscal grants. Ratify authorization of the grants manager, Kwanzaa Smith, to electronically sign fiscal year 24 Intermediate Punishment Treatment Program IPTP contract 2024 IPST 43995 totaling $89,999 for a grant period of 7/1/24 through 12/31/25 to hire full-time case management for the single county authority to complete drug and alcohol evaluations upon intake of DUI offenders. Approve the 2025 mosquito-borne disease control grant, the amount of $135,978, and to authorize the finance director, Ms. Jennifer Barkley, to electronically sign the agreement on behalf of the chairman of the commissioners. C, ratify authorization of grants manager Kwanzaa Smith to electronically sign the continuing county adult probation parole grant of 2425, award number 2024 GA-ST-45500, totaling $110,386 for grant period 7/1/24 through 6/30/25. And finally, approve and execute the continuum of care grant rapid rehousing fiscal year 23 subrecipient contracts to the following: Family Promise of the Poconos for $235,768, and Pocono United Way for support services of $30,000. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Is there a second? Excellent. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Housing Authority of Monroe County, reappoint Taylor Munoz to the Board of Directors for the Housing Authority for a new term to expire 12/31/29. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Monroe County Correctional Facility. Approve the second addendum with Prime Care Medical, Inc. to expand MAT services at the facility for the MAT program exceeds 40 recipients for 2 consecutive months to provide 4 additional LPN hours per day and 4 additional provider hours per month at prevailing rate for the period of January 1st of 25 through December 31st of 25. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Treasurer, approve the transfer of the following funds from the First National Bank to M&T Bank. 1, substance abuse education. 2, human services. 3, adult supervisory. 4, affordable housing. And 5, county record improvement. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Capital purchase. Ratify the capital purchase report of 1/9/25 for $1,935.26. That is for the district attorney for a workstation for a new employee. And B, approve the capital purchase report of 1/15/25 totaling $1,334.35. That's for maintenance for a key duplicator. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Miscellaneous. Karen?
No.
Dave? You want to talk about your 20
Sure, I can mention it. I put a couple of flyers in the back about the America 250 PA initiative, which Monroe County is participating in. We had a kickoff Thursday night, which was very well attended. A number of people in the room were there. Appreciate Jackson Township being here representing. They were there as well, and they passed a resolution for the celebration. So we want to get the whole community involved in this celebration, and there's 8 committees listed in the brochures in the back, and you can sign up for one. If you have ideas for other committees or, things that you'd like to do to celebrate, bring them to us and we'll help you organize and promote them. So I will mention too, at the end of the month, we hope to have Toby Hanna hopes to have their ice harvest. That's one of the historical industries of our area. Was the ice industry was very big here till refrigeration put it out of business. But it's a neat experience to go up there, and I think it's I'm going to say 25th if that's a Saturday, but I could be wrong. As long as it's cold enough, they hope to have it again this year, and wanted to put that out to the committee to help promote that event and get everybody up there to see what they used to do years ago. Keep things cold in New York and Philadelphia and throughout the Northeast. Thank you,
Any
Mr.
public comments? Motion? No? Okay, we have 2 other meetings, salary board at 11 and retirement board at 1:30. Do we have a motion to adjourn? We are, thank you.